All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to Whitetail Survival. Tonight, I wanted to go over a updated version of a survival kit that I picked up off of eBay a while back. Um, this is a pretty neat thing. He watched the video and he actually updated some of it based upon a couple of the reviews he's seen online. So this is pretty cool to see. This is called the Ultimate Pocket Survival Kit in an Altoids tin. This is the updated version, and you can find this on eBay. I will drop his link below if you want to pick this one up. So let's check out the differences between this one and the last one that he did. Also, this kit is $13.99 before shipping. And I think when I was all wrapped up, it was like $21.18 total with the shipping. So this is one of the most budget-minded kits you're going to be able to find that has this much stuff in it. So why don't we check this out? So here's this kit. And this is exactly how it came. I did not add anything to it. So right on the outside here, we already have a way to store water. So that's a really nice thing to see. And this is already an update. There is a way to store water now. So you can haul water in it. Whatever you needed to do. Or you could use this bag to keep the contents of this in. So the very first thing I see here is the very next thing, I guess, held down by a ranger band. Here is a light and a compass, which is great to see. Directions and a source of light. So set that there on the bag. And the next thing, I see a ranger band. So as you know, these can be used as a fire starter or just what it's being used for here. Just to organize things. Started unraveling the cordage here. And this is 25 feet of 550 paracord. So as this is coming unwound, I'm going to pull this other one off. There's our second ranger band. So as you know, this is pretty much a bicycle inner tube. And we have 25 feet of 7-strand paracord. And take this and put it to the side here. Very next thing, here is a emergency blanket, and these are Mylar, and they are really good for reflecting your own heat back to you. And on the back, here is a wire saw. So these do work. You just have to know how to use them. And as you seen on my last video, I abused that one and I broke it stretching it onto a stick. So here is the actual tin. And as you can see here, this is wrapped with duct tape. And it is wrapped, and the tag end is left here. Looks like it might be wrapped around a straw. And that is so you have easy access to pull this off. What I'm going to do as I'm taking this off, I'm going to wrap this up a little bit. And that stuff is really good stuff. That will help with the waterproofing. And will help keep the kit together when it is in a pack or in your pocket or not in use. And that's it. What I'm going to do is fold this end. This is what I do with all my duct tape. And there, it gives you a way to grab it. So there's a good couple feet of duct tape. And here is a Sucrets tin, and as you can see, this is a lot higher than an Altoids tin. It's not quite as big this way. As you can see, it's exactly 3 inches by close to 2.5 and or 7.5 centimeters by, let's say, maybe 6 centimeters. Let's pop this thing open. And the first thing we got in here is a small slip joint knife. And there is no branding on it, but it's got a place to get your finger in there. And you can get a decent grip on it. And remember, this is a slip joint, so it can come forward if you are, stabbing or improperly using it. It's got a decent D10 on it. And it's sharp, not razor sharp, but it would get you through a tough time if you needed it to. So there it is, a little knife, which is something that is really hard to replicate outside. And moving on next, here is a whistle. So why don't we take this thing out and we'll give it a blow. We've seen this whistle before. So let's give this thing a try. So here's that whistle. It's very loud. These whistles are usually pretty good. They come in a decent bulk pack for a good price, and I haven't had a problem with any of them yet, so all right, back into it. So there's that whistle. Moving on from there. And this thing is packed real tightly. It's actually impressive. So here is a secondary cutting instrument. And here is this razor utility knife. And it looks like when this one was packed, it was left with a few extra of the shavings from when this thing was cut. So I'm going to put them aside so nobody gets cut. And there it is. There's some packing grease left on it. And now these are literally razor sharp. They will shave your hair. So secondary cutting instrument. It's called C. Very next thing, we have 2 Tinder Quick tabs. And as you watch my videos before, these are extremely easy to light. Moving on from there, this is a bag of magnesium shavings. And these, if you hit them with a spark, they will ignite and they burn extremely hot, like a few thousand degrees hot. So that's a very good tinder to have. Next thing I see here is a little fishing kit. Let's bust this open. And it's hard to tell, but I'm thinking this is a real heavy gauge monofilament line. This is a really, really heavy, as you can see there, I got it to fray. This is a real heavy duty braided. This is probably 60-pound test braided line, so that's strong. It's just a lot thinner than what monofilament would be if it were the same test. The very next thing, we got a little baggie it came in. And I'm going to put this on it. We got some of these gold-colored hooks here. We have 3 of this larger size, which is good. We have 2 of this next size down. And this is a good size hook for anything. And we have 6 sinkers. So lead weights.
They are split shot. Then we have a few of these red worms here. And these are brand new. They're super sticky, so as a red worm, you can hook it, split it into pieces, whatever you want to do with it. There are a couple of these are stuck together. So then are small red worms. They're actually 5 of them, or you could put them all on there. Use them like one. I would just use pieces, just like they are now. And here we have one of these soft plastics with the tail that spins. So that's a cool little fishing kit there. The next thing we have 4 of these multicolored zip ties. That's nice. This is another form of cordage. It's really nice to have if you need to zip something up real quick or tie it up real quick. Now here we have a few of these rubber bands, and inside of the rubber bands there is a large water bag here. So this is the same size bag that the kit came in. So here you have a bag to put water in, and here you have a bag to put the contents of the kit in if you don't want to keep putting it back in the tin. Or you could haul 2 times the water. Next thing is one of these cerium rods. These are awesome. They are a budget-friendly option, and this throws a shower of sparks. I mean, it's no joke. It's a good little rod. Very next thing, this is the easiest way to make a fire. As long as you keep this thing warm, close to your body in the winter, you will be able to light a fire with this no matter what. So a lighter, you can never go wrong with having a lighter in a kit. By far the easiest way. Very next thing, 6 aqua tabs. And these are awesome. Here's your water bags. You could haul 2 times the amount of water in here if you wanted to. Drop one of these in each bag, and there you go. You wait your time, and you have purified water. Next thing, we got 3 of these bandages. These are like a steri strip. You stick this half on one side, pull it closed, and stick this to the other side, and it will pinch the wound together. Here is the striker for that ferrocerium rod. And if you ever look, one side of these is typically rolled over and sharper than the other side. And that's the side you use against a rod to throw the sparks. Moving on from there, we got a sewing kit, and I'm not going to cut that all apart, but there is 2 pre-threaded needles in here. It looks like black and gray, and that's really nice. It's already threaded, so you don't have to worry about trying to thread it with cold fingers. And here we have a little card in here that says waterproof. At the very least, you could use this to start a fire. Next thing, we got 2 of these Band-Aids, or like 3/4 by 3, or whatever they say, 3/4 by 2.5 inch. Just your standard Band-Aid brand by Johnson & Johnson. These are name brand bandages, so these are good. Oh, I saw 2 in here. Where'd you go? So here we have 2 of these little glow sticks. And these things are awesome. They let out a lot more light. These ones are clear. They'll be like a white light when they come on, which is really awesome. And these can work just as a source of light, or these can also work in combined with the fishing kit for a fish bait in the nighttime. So That's something that night fishermen use every now and again to attract fish at night. And the very last thing we have here is a sheet of aluminum foil. And this is about, probably close to 12 by 12. So 12 inch by 12 inch sheet of aluminum foil. That is a good thing. You can use this to boil water. You can use this to cook. If you catch a fish, you can wrap the fish in it, throw it right on the coals, and cook that way. You have 2 bags for water purification, but it doesn't hurt to have a secondary source. So other than that, I think this is a really good kit. I don't have a problem with any of the contents in it. For the price of this thing, you're getting a lot of gear in here. It's a great kit to start out with, or to build upon, or to toss into a bigger kit. It's a great supplemental kit. So I really can't complain about anything in here. I think it's really great. I would continue to sell this the way it is. And if you wanted to do a higher end version of this kit and charge it for double, you could get a bigger tin, and then the next stage up, quality items, So this is an awesome one to build for a base kit. If there's any more on there, I'll purchase them. If you guys would like to purchase this, I'll leave the link down in the description. Go over there and buy a couple off them. It seems like he's got a pretty good thing going here. So if you have any suggestions about the kit, put that down in the comment section below. And while you're doing that, if you could like, and if you haven't subscribed to the video yet, please subscribe. It will inform you whenever I'm making a video, or when I post a video, if you hit that little bell button. But if you sub, it's not going to bother you. It's just the content will be in your news feed. So other than that, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will catch you guys on the next one.